The land care groups here were started up in response to the fires going through and to support people who felt like their lives had got a bit out of control. Our whole communities had disappeared. One of the areas they realised the blackberries were coming back with a vengeance, and to help people feel like there was one area of their life they could take a bit of control back. So the focus there of starting in one valley and then moving through the different catchments and helping, but it was very much on an individual basis. So we had the project officers would come in. For me personally, it was the advice was the biggest thing. I wish someone had told me 2 years ago it was only going to cost that much. I would have done it anyway. You know, to me it looked like a bigger problem than it was. So having the advice broke it down into a really manageable level. I sort of noticed as different people were able to get control of the blackberries on their land, the neighbours started to become far more interested. One, I think people started to believe it was possible. We were one of the first, in fact I think we were the first in Stills Creek to actually rebuild and get back on our property. Us rebuilding helped other people to rebuild. Once you believe something's possible, it then becomes doable. So seeing your neighbours do it means that you believe you can. And for your neighbours on both sides are spraying their blackberries and yours are still looking green and taking over the fences again, you kind of get the guilt. And in small communities, you don't want to be known as the person with the blackberry problem. For us, it was 1 year of help and we're on control. A small backpack every second year is all I need now to keep the blackberries. They're gone. I actually don't have a blackberry problem now, and that's pretty amazing to say that. I had about 4 acres that I couldn't walk through because the blackberries were so bad. I now have cattle grazing through that and they help keep it open and the blackberries are gone. My neighbours on both sides have their blackberries under control. And down the valley a bit, one guy who had the worst infestation of anyone, he's now doing it on his own and borrowing the spray rig and getting on top of it because he now sees it is possible. Whereas it sort of just got overwhelming, and I think we all just got a little bit overwhelmed with life for a long time. So yeah, believing it and then doing it seems to be the solution.